Good morning and welcome to Cincy Lifestyle on this gorgeous Thursday morning. Have you looked outside? I mean, it is absolutely beautiful out there, Mona.
It is. It was such a joy driving to work this morning. Just the sun shining. It was nice and warm outside. I could roll the window down just a little bit. A little bit. Couldn't mess up my hair, but it's a beautiful morning.
Well, it is a beautiful morning, and in Cincinnati, this is a momentous day, even though the circumstances will rob us of some of that joy, need not rob us of all of the joy. This is opening day. Now,
yay!
Yes, indeed. That's why we are dressed up in WCPO opening day red livery today. But this is the day we all look forward to. This is yet another sign of spring, a sign of hope. Hoping that the ball team will pull something out this year that they didn't manage to last year. But anyway, so yeah, this is opening day and everybody is excited and should continue to be excited even as we remain socially distant one from another.
That's right, Clyde. But you know what? Let's take a trip down memory lane.
Oh, there's a song.
Oh, we can't be there this year, but
look.
last year. Right.
Oh, look, there's hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Look at that.
Oh, we had such a great time. Yeah, what were we doing there, Clyde?
We were waiting to be picked up after the parade. We were sitting under a bridge somewhere like three trolls.
We were so excited because we were in the parade and we got there and got dropped off, and then afterwards we realized we had no way to get back to the station. So we were waiting for a ride.
So, and we want to mention that the Beard Barons made it possible for us to be in the parade. We rode with them last year, and boy, did we have a good time on their float. That's
right, we did, thanks to them. And you know what, this year, we have a family whose version of the opening day parade includes rookies, Skyline cheerleaders, and more.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I believe we were able to snag a little video.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. And so they're walking along, and here come the rookies. Can't you just hear the Olympic thing behind him?
That's the Skyline float, baby.
Yes.
I love it. They are adorable.
And that's the interesting thing about what's going on with COVID-19 is that people are finding ways to find fun and to continue at least some measure of a normal life.
Hey, you know what? I had to join in this morning and I made my car afloat. Yes, I have a red car anyway, so I decorated it with some streamers and some balloons, but we don't have the picture, but it was there it is.
There it is.
It's a great way.
Who's the lovely model standing right beside it?
Why, thank you, Clyde. Yeah, but one lesson I did learn is streamers are made for parades, not for going 60 miles per hour down 71.
All right, and I gather that was before you rolled the windows down on your car and you zipped down the interstate and it mussed your hair ever so slightly, right?
That is so right. But it was fun. You know, I hope everyone will get an opportunity to maybe decorate their car. You could take a ride around, come right back home though, and just have fun today. And send us the pictures of you doing what you're doing to celebrate opening day. We want to hear from you and see how you're celebrating.
One lesson though, don't go down I-71 at 65 miles
You'll see a couple of my streamers down
with your streamers taped on with masking tape. All right. Now, if you're a sports fan and also have a passion for art, this next story is absolutely perfect for you. We went behind the scenes of Ink and Craft to find out how one man is creating bold and contemporary prints with a competitive flair. So take a look.
Printmaking is not an easy art. I have come to find out.
Matthew Broerman is a graphic designer and lino-cut printmaker in Loveland, Ohio. He grew up in a small northern Midwest town, but always knew he wanted to pursue a career in art. He followed his passion to the University of Cincinnati's DAP program and worked his way up through the graphic design industry. And it wasn't until recent when Matthew had the urge to pick up a new medium and start Ink and Craft, printmaking with a style he likes to describe as
Probably Art Deco. It's definitely abstract. I like to play around with shapes and how foreground and background interact with one another. I like putting things together in interesting ways. I've had people at art shows come up and say, I didn't see this at first, but now I see what it is, and it's like I'm putting together a puzzle in my mind. I was like, yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Modern, bold, graphic, and a side of sports. Matthew focuses the majority of his prints on highlighting our Ohio teams and experimenting with a contemporary look not traditionally seen.
I'm chasing a look that I don't know if I'll ever get, but that's part of what art is. So most of the time, I'm happy with the end result. Yeah. There's always things, even in the digital work that I've done, there's always things that I wouldn't want to change after the fact.
Printmaking is all about the layering, and one print can take as long as 10 to 15 hours. And it's that time and texture that really makes each individual piece uniquely beautiful.
All art, printmaking included, is the passion and the creativity of the artist, and it does take a lot of effort. There are ways to get nice images faster and easier, but artists in general really love what they're doing. And when you see something at an art show and you really like it, you should appreciate the artist, and you don't have to buy it, but you should say, I really love this, and I really appreciate what you're doing, because that feedback helps an artist.
So if you'd like to see the different prints available at Ink and Craft right now, or buy one, you can find more online at inkandcraft.com, or follow them on Instagram at Ink and Craft. Mona?
Well, a mild winter could mean severe allergy season. Well, here's some advice as many of us, including me, prepare to battle spring allergies.
With spring comes dreaded itchy eye allergies, but small changes can have a big impact on relief.
Not like we need anything else to worry about in the world right now, but we are in for a pretty significant allergy season. That's why I'm relieved that Pataday is now available over the counter. So instead of taking an oral antihistamine that impacts my entire body, why not just treat the source, treat the eye with an eye drop that has an antihistamine in it?
Learn more at pataday.myalcon.com.
It's important to support our businesses during this time of crisis, and that means choosing to shop local. Right, Mona?
Hey, thank you, Clyde. You are right. You know what? I'm out here with someone who is familiar to all of us here at Channel 9, I should say. It's Megan Fenno, and she is a owner and creator of Fenno Fashion.
Yes.
And you've got this mobile truck of accessories.
Yes. So I have been doing this for 12 years, and people don't realize that I have had the business for that long. I did it part-time as I worked in other media, just different jobs. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this full-time. I hired a business coach, and the business coach, as a prerequisite for her class, told us to read this book about different facets of business, whether it be brick and mortar or mobile boutique. And when I was reading the book, this light went off. I'm like, yes, this would be perfect. So, I started just researching trucks and found this one and drove to Nashville to get it. So it was an old plumbing truck and turned it into what it is today.
Okay, this is what's amazing to me, Megan. You make all the jewelry yourself.
I do. So I make everything that's in the truck. I actually have my degree in fashion and accessory design from Savannah College of Art and Design. So I've always had that as a background, like something I really enjoyed doing. But yeah, it can be challenging making sure that I have enough inventory for all of the events that I do with the truck. I also sell online, I sell in stores, so it's just a lot to keep up with. But
well, tell me about the remembrance beads. Those are very special.
yeah, so it's just kind of something I fell into by accident, but it's a huge part of my business. It's like having its own business. I make remembrance accessories. So they are actual rose petals that are crushed, made into beads, and then I can make bracelets, cufflinks, rosaries, earrings, stud earrings, like all these different pieces, and people can customize them to remember a loved one or a special occasion. I've had people give me flowers from like a dozen years ago from their wedding, and they're like, I really want some special keepsake from that day. And instead of stashing the flowers away in a box, they can have them out and wear them for anniversaries, and it's just a nice sentimental piece.
Well, Megan, tell us where we can find you.
My website is fenofashion.com, and you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at fenofashion.
All right, I just have to get a quick, I don't know, Ramsey, can we get a quick shot of Dad, who is the driver and the helper?
Yes, oh, my parents are so wonderful. So if you see me at events, you'll often see my parents with me. They are just my biggest supporters, and I couldn't do it without them.
All right, Megan, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it. This is great. Great jewelry in there, Clyde. I am going to go shopping.
Oh, I'll just bet you are. All right, Mona, thanks. Hey, coming up here on Cincy Lifestyle, we've got a history of Cincinnati that's shaken, not stirred. Two local bartenders are telling an amped-up version of history and mixology through their American Rocktails books. Then we take a drive out to Adams County, to the birthplace of the Quilt Barn. We'll tell you how these colorful squares came to be and even lead you in an art project where you can make your own. We've got all that and a whole lot more coming your way in just a few minutes.
Cincinnati has launched so many music careers, from Bootsy Collins to Rosemary Clooney. Well, one pair of ladies decided to honor the Queen City greats by creating cocktails, or as they call them, rocktails. All right, right now I want to welcome Kristen Kreff and Maya Lou Banatwala, the creators behind the book Rocktails. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, this is such a great idea. Where did it come from?
Well, Maya and I worked together behind the bar for many years, and we had to come up with our own drink recipes and a history to kind of, make it interesting. So all of our recipes ended up being about musicians or song lyrics or record covers or whatever, and we just decided we're gonna write a book.
We said it for so long, and as musicians, we just really wanted to honor all of the iconic legends that exist in Cincinnati through mixology, because we like making drinks.
Well, see, you've combined two things that really pair well together. Music.
We think so.
Yeah. So tell us about the book. What can people expect? What's the book about?
Well, the book is a history book with the extra treat of a cocktail. So the cocktails are designed in honor of the artist for each chapter. So we brought a Rosemary Clooney chapter with us.
Okay.
So it gives you a brief history, a Cincinnati connection, and the cocktail. You learn how to make the cocktail, and a lot of our ingredients are local as well. We use local distilleries as much as possible, local breweries, whatever we can do.
Yeah, New Riff, Watershed, Rhinegeist, Mad Tree. We use everything as local as we can, as well as the artist renderings. Like the Rosemary Clooney rendering here is done by a local artist,
right here.
Dylan Speed, and we have just a ton of really awesome people working on this. Like Angie Lipscomb is our photographer, and Jenny Jenkins from Renegade Babes.
Yeah, she laid it out and made it look superb.
This does look really nice. So tell us where people can get the book and the drinks and everything.
So we're on Instagram, Rocktails Books, as well as Facebook. We have a website, American Rocktails is our website. Our first book is available on Amazon, as well as Shake It Records in Northside. And we publish through Press, which is an amazing publishing company that supports local writers all over.
Ladies, congratulations on this, and we thank you for sharing it all with us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Clyde?
Hey, did you know that just an hour-and-a-half drive away from here lies the home of a unique form of art called quilt barns? Adams County is the birthplace of those brightly colored quilt squares, and we had the chance to learn more about them. Take a look.
The history of the quilt barns. This was an idea that Donna Sue Groves had to honor her mother, Maxine Groves, because Maxine was a master quilter. She was very instrumental in bringing the ideas of quilting to this area. So Donna Sue thought, well, we'll just start having a showcase of quilts. And she thought that would be a tourist attraction. It would help Adams County's tourism. And her mother said, well, I would want my favorite quilts. So Maxine had a notebook, and they were full of her favorite patterns. And Donna Sue and Maxine started to call people who had barns that were on highways that people could easily see the quilt square once it was painted. And the last I've heard, it's in practically every state in the Union. It's in Canada, 6 foreign countries, I believe, and all from one woman's wanting to honor her mother, starting right here in Adams County, Ohio.
The Adams County Quilt Barn Trail spans over 100 miles, with people traveling from all over the country to discover more than 30 quilt squares throughout the rolling farmland hills. The project was originally funded by the Ohio Nature Conservancy and the Ohio Arts Council, but since the start, the Ohio Travel and Visitors Bureau has had a significant hand in preserving and expanding the trail.
We have just took it upon ourselves to keep the original quilt trail intact, is what we've done. Because without us, some of the barns, some of the quilts on that trail would have been lost and never put back up. So we started with this one here, and Neil Miller, an Amish fella, painted for us. And you should have seen the contraption. They had a crane out here with a man lift, a long arm and a basket, and they put it over top the creek there and hung pretty interesting. They almost lost it. It almost went to the creek, but they hung on to it. It's plywood, of course, painted over several times. So that was the first one that the Travel Bureau, the Adams County Travel and Business Bureau, replaced. So it's the Brown Goose, it's one of the original ones. And so, that was that one. And then we moved on to other ones as the barns either fell down or whatever happened to them.
Just stop by the Ohio Travel and Visitors Bureau to pick up the official Quilt Barn map and begin your exploration. Yeehaw. Well, in honor of the Quilt Barns, we decided to make a couple ourselves.
Yeah. We did? I thought the producer told us we'd better make a couple. But okay, sure, fine.
We did. And our producer made a lovely one here to demonstrate.
Right.
So let's go about making our own quilt.
All right, so what do we need?
So we had already started off by taping it
Mm-hmm.
off, whatever fun design. As you could tell, Clyde, it's Monday, so he's feeling the need for some coffee in his life.
Yes, indeed.
I'm a little bit more abstract.
I'm a little bit more M and J and a heart. Oh, yeah, my husband would love to hear you. Right.
Oh, man.
He's a good man. He deserves a quilt.
And then we are
just
gonna
start
painting.
Just dive
and you
on
paint
it.
the areas that you that are white, right?
Ooh, that's I just glove that on.
Okay, you just paint the areas that are white, and then afterwards you're going to rip off the tape, and
then
you'll
get
reveal the
something
pattern
like this.
Yes.
Maybe.
And this is easy. You can do this with kids.
Yes, this is adult arts and crafts right now. You have been so handy, Mona, today.
Thank you.
I have a little water to get
I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget your cup of water, too.
Media.
This is making me forget all about the D that I got in art.
Yes.
In elementary school.
It's not making us forget.
Yeah. We won't let you live that down.
Miss Kurtzinger, yes.
Oh, I'm painting
Look at me
outside the house.
now. Well, you know, I love this project because it really is easy. You just take the tape and put it all around and
now all you have to do is just name your square because they have some fun names.
Oh, what are some of the names, Sally?
Snail's Trail, Nine Patch, Pinwheel, Monkey Wrench.
I got the perfect name for mine.
What's yours?
Cup of Joe.
Oh. Cup of Joe.
Mr. Original.
Right, we love it. Well, we'll be back with more Cincy Lifestyle on the other side of the break. Plus, be sure to check us out on Facebook. We post all our guest segments and community stories right there, so you can watch them and share them with your friends. So like and follow us now at facebook.com/Cincy Lifestyle.
Well, PK, the director, has cast his artist's eye on our Skycam view this morning and has determined that Technicolor would be the best way to describe what's in front of us. But it is beautiful out there, and it's going to warm up nicely today, so enjoy.
It is gorgeous. That was a wonderful picture. Thank you, PK.
Indeed. Now, coming up tomorrow here on Cincy Lifestyle, we float like a butterfly but sting like a bee. What are we talking about? From Ezra Charles to Tony Tubbs, join us as we tell you about some of the Tri-State's most successful boxers. It's sure to be a knockout, Mona.
Yes, it will be. And then we want to introduce you to the Tri-State's version of Chip and Joanna Gaines. Yes, this local couple is fixing up houses and restoring many elements to their former glory. We'll take you inside one of their recent projects to show you what they did with the place. Yes, all that, so much more happening tomorrow right here on Cincy Lifestyle.
Now, and we hasten to point out that that story was shot by the one and only Allie Martin, who is socially distant from us because of the circumstances, but she is doing well. I know some of you might be a little concerned about her welfare. She is doing quite well. We miss her almost as much as you do.
Yes,
actually,
and she checks in with us to let us know that she's doing okay, and she's actually working really hard.
Yes,
from home, though.
She is. She is. She's got the whole setup and everything there. So hopefully here in the not too distant future, we'll be able to dial her in and find out what she's got cooking, because you know she's always shooting cooking segments. Always trying to nail it. Well, that's Cincy Lifestyle for Thursday, March 26th.
And remember, reach out to us through a phone call, email, Twitter, Facebook. Check us out on CincyLifestyle.com, all those places. We love hearing from you. So make sure you get in touch with us and share your pictures from opening day and from all of us here at Cincy Lifestyle. And we just hope you make it a great day.
Thanks for watching our video. If you liked what you saw, hit that subscribe button. You can also check out full episodes of the show you've never seen before, or watch your favorites again and again. And as always, make it a great day.